Hello, hello. Welcome back to the bog. I'm Willow, and I'll be your guiding light. Today, we'll be diving back into Menace, picking up where we left off after a good mission. We had a sneaky night sabotage, with Smokes and the Falcon bot giving us a helping hand. Rewa unfortunately took some heavy punishment from a pair of very unlucky rockets, so we won't be seeing the APC in this next mission. Breakthrough. The enemy is on the back foot and has retreated behind heavy fortifications. We need to use this momentum to punch through and deal a devastating blow. You will be assaulting the defense line head on, so bring some heavy explosives and make full use of cover and concealment. Once you have pushed through, all units must extract. So, I've never done a mission like this before, and the objective says get all units to evac zone. But from the sounds of it, there's going to be some heavy fighting. We've got to do this quick, but the quick is kind of an air quotes because 14 rounds is the fast option. Makes me nervous. We got to do it clean, and we have to bring a bunch of units. And so I'm guessing this is you could technically do this mission by bringing. I could just bring Darby and sneak around and get out. But that wouldn't get me a lot of stars. So I'm gonna see if I can bring everyone with me. Um, it's day, it's partly cloudy. I don't think that actually does anything. Um, there's gotta be reinforcements. There's no way this is it. I got basic walker. Yeah, no. There's no way this is it. Um, you can see, so yeah, the heavier defect got removed, but I also have some of these light walkers from them. I want to see what they actually look like, because if I move this, I can see he's got a little walker. I don't think there's any difference. It just lists them as two separate things because they have their own health bars. But you can see that it doesn't have. So notably, this has more health in quotes because the other one's damaged. It has almost the same. This feels very fragile. I don't like this, but we'll see. I can bring either an auto laser or a rocket launcher. I can't bring both. The auto laser does seem pretty cool. It does seem like it'll do pretty decently against some of the heavy infantry and against armor. And so we are going to bring that because not having something that can hit normal enemies makes me very nervous. We're still going to bring Smokes, but there's no reason to bring extra ammo because she can't equip. There's not an ammo-based weapon she's using. We could see if there's the M6 CMG, which we don't have, is kind of like the MMG we have. Where you can see this one, it's like, yeah, it fires 12 shots. They're very inaccurate. They do a decent amount of damage, but not a lot to armor. This one has a less accuracy penalty, and you can see it's actually closer over here. The damage per shot, is that the same thing? Yeah, just losing my mind. Is quite a bit higher, and it pens more armor. So a slightly slower rate of fire, and so I could buy one of these, but I think I might be a little bit tight on money. So we'll have to come back and check on that. Though I could probably sell... So I could sell some of the crud that I have, but it would be pretty tight. But I'd also want the VMAT missile. I don't think we have enough for both of these. Even with, the best will in the world and a willingness to sell a lot of things we don't use, yeah, it's going to be way too close. So for right now, she's going to have to be in her walker. But I think she'll still be pretty effective. I definitely want to bring you, because I need 5 people. That's really important. But with you being significantly cheaper, I guess if we don't bring you, yeah, we're 95, which makes sense because you got the plus 60 and then another 35 or 40 or whatever. So if we also bring you, we're a little bit over. But there's some stuff we don't need. Like I don't really care about the Falcon. We want to do this quickly, and so the heavy mortar is less appealing. Though I am a little bit concerned about trying to get through some defenses, and so bringing something like the Mal might be pretty good. Can bring that along. You've got some pretty good armor. I can give you worse armor if I wanted to. You've got a very nicely modded crowbar. This is the close range crowbar. I think you probably want the long range one, and someone's going to be using the laser rifle. And it's probably Darby with the las gun. The Jaeger fatigues are fairly expensive. You definitely don't need either of those. The las gun, just the ability to cut through some of the heavier units is really appealing. Pike, you don't need another person. We don't need that mortar. You, I was kind of hoping to give like outcast rags to, so we have a little bit of concealment going on. You definitely want extra armor, extra rounds, and having the Werfger on you is really appealing. I want the Werfger on you. For what we're doing, like things that need to be deployed are really iffy, but then again, the mortar also just like from aiming it had like a 3x3 it could hit, and that just feels incredibly unreliable. I'd much rather bring something like the Mal and use that to destroy any towers or obstacles people try and hide behind. I do want Lim to have the better armor, though. I could give Lim the laser rifle, actually, instead, and give him the laser rifle, and then give you the crowbar. It's got the long range crowbar. But the arc's been doing pretty good. No, I want him to use the arc. I want you to have the laser rifle. I'm being indecisive. We're just a little bit over, and that's still without making your squad a little bit bigger. Because I've had success with the 6-person squads in the past. Oh my god, you're 1 over that way? That's tragic. That's devastating. There is something to be said for, are there any promotions I want that change the math? Pike getting stalwart could be interesting, but he's mostly here to be a rocket launcher bot. I could lower Lim's armor. Significantly if I did that. I don't like the idea of putting him in less effective armor. I don't need the Werfger if I'm running that, actually, and so maybe we try this? We just give you like a little scrap bomb for funsies. We're just trying to break through, right? Like we have, all we care about is getting through quickly, and so I don't want to be anywhere near those guys. I want to start over here, and I want to do this quick. I want to do this clean. I wanna get in, get out. Darbs, you can be on the inside because you're actually pretty effective at that, being stealthy. But I just want to rampage up the side, because all we care about is getting to evac. Now that I say that, I do kind of want some smoke grenades, so maybe I take that off of you, and instead of this, I give Darby a smoke grenade. Man, being 1 over feels so bad. And honestly, we just get rid of your stuff. We give you smokes as well. Having smokes just feels so important. And you can have some frags as well. Okay, we'll run this. We'll give it a shot. Let's get everybody out. Boom. All right. Look at this little walker. That's adorable. I assume this builds up 3. And then
Ready,
you,
Major.
yeah, no one can get in
What?
it.
Eyes open.
To start off, we do our classic. So we're all just trying to get to this big evac bar. We're gonna stand by.
They're out here. Ain't nobody gone to ground yet.
Orders?
All right, Darbs, let's start
Major.
going.
Moving to waypoint.
She's the one I want to lead because she's the hardest for them to spot. Yeah, there's no effect from slightly cloudy. With her 4 concealment, she'll see things before they see her. And even the people in the watchtowers become more visible.
Yeah.
And then,
Ready, Major.
similarly, we'll have Greif
Sir.
go up
Keeping
this
an eye
side. I don't expect to see anything for a couple of turns, but better safe than sorry.
Sir.
Pike, get up.
Really?
You're really just here to blow things away.
What?
Oh, it's so tense. The walker moves so slowly. This is why I wish I had expert
Armor
pilot.
detail on duty.
Okay, it is a little silly watching that thing
No
just
time.
skip along. And then he can get behind it because he gets I don't know if walkers count as vehicles. I think they count as walkers. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
Orders.
so far things
What?
are
Eyes
calm.
Sir.
Stand by.
Yeah. Ready, Major.
What?
And
Orders.
Darbs. The farther we can get without seeing anything, the better. Ooh, those are some walls. These are heavy military walls. Very fun. There's an entrance through there. I don't know if there's going to be an entrance over here, but I think Pike can make one. That's what the Mal
Eyes
is
on
for.
weapons team.
She said she saw a weapons team. I don't see a weapons team. That makes me a little nervous, but I can't do anything with that knowledge. They're not like out here, are they? No. Ooh.
Yep.
You can sneak up to there. I want to see if there's just all wall over here. Yeah, so this might be where we try and bring Pike
Sure.
up and have him blow a hole in that with the Mal. Because, yeah, the Mal will absolutely destroy this wall.
What?
Let's get moving. It's so dumb. It looks so dumb. Oh man,
About time.
glorious.
Move it, Marines.
But I probably want to just pop that open.
Yeah. Orders.
What?
We will do a
Eyes
standby.
Sir.
Whoa! What?
Losing
What?
men. Updating sit rep.
What just happened? Oh my god, those aren't walls? Military bunker corner, a fortified structure used for protecting personnel, equipment, and other resources from enemy attacks. Oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. That's kind of a disaster.
Orders?
Oh my god. What? Okay, well, I guess we are buzzing that. Oh my god. I want to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fire mission underway.
Yeah.
Orders? What? Orders?
Oh man, that's his whole friggin' squad down. I didn't know that was a possibility. Oh my god. Okay, so now I can see them. It's the minigun team. They had a minigun team in there. There's some rogue army infantry. This is the kind of thing we just want to shoot at. I feel like spray is what we want here. Yeah. Beautiful. They're never coming back. What? That is a very large mortar. That is a very, very large mortar. You're gonna have to hunt that down. Somehow you're not stealthy anymore? Why is that? Because of them. Okay.
Orders?
So you can just run into those from the front. Awesome. Let's go see if you can find what fired that giant round. Because I am terrified. What fired that? Oh my god.
What?
Okay. We know there's friends in there, but we can move you up a little bit. And you can't hit that, so you might as well fire at this and see what happens. Oh yeah, that did not do very much to that building. Awesome. This is where I think we do the good old smoke situation to cover ourselves from that attack. If I knew they could be there, I would have smoked us before.
About time.
And then Lim, I think you just run forward into the smoke. We're still kind of committed to punching through the side.
Yeah.
What? Orders?
Darby, I want you to find what's firing those massive shells. It looked like it
Op
came
4
from out
moving.
front. It's just a minigun team. That's not... Those guys aren't a real problem, but I can just waste them. Yeah. Annihilated.
Best of the best.
Thanks.
Here we go.
Awesome
Not
work,
do as much as I
Major.
wanted. Okay, it's definitely in the back there somewhere. Okay, we gotta keep moving. That thing is going to cause all sorts of problems.
Situation still kinetic, Major.
Can you hit anything with your rocket?
Yeah.
No, because I smoked it.
Orders.
What?
I thought this through well. Oh, and you can't actually fire twice this turn. The bunker is not even close to being clearly damaged. Hit it again.
Look at them cower.
It's having a bad night, but ooh.
Yeah. Orders.
Let's see what happens when we fire the arc at it, because it has been taking a lot of damage and shred. Yeah, it's not going great. I'm not gonna lie. Never mind, that worked pretty well. Okay, they're fleeing, stunned. Sick. Pop your Trevoted.
Yep.
Then you can scoot over to here. Can't see anything around that, but we can. Oh, because we have our smoke. We can sneak up on the side. Yes, we should be able to go in through that hole, and you can finish them off. Nice.
Weapons team taken out.
And then Pike can run around this way. We are kind of at the mercy of that giant mortar.
Orders? What?
Orders?
It's looking like it's coming from back within, but I don't have... I'm very worried about just like running Darby up just all on her lonesome to try and find it. But she's got smokes, and so I think it's probably worth at least a try.
Enemy movement!
Ooh, what's that? Rogue Army Infantry. They can't see us.
Moving to waypoint.
It doesn't say we're revealed, but I am going to smoke just in case. I don't know how the AI handles this, but we're going to find out. There it is. So it's somewhere in here.
Enemy turret.
And I'm like, eventually someone's going to get hit by that, and it's going to be all over. Let's see if we can get Lim through this little gap. We can get Lim through this little gap. Incredible. And then we're still trying to get over to there, so we are going to keep moving through. He still got Travoden, so he's okay. It looks like I can just like walk through this. I want to find out. It looks like we can just go through this bunker. Yeah, okay. Not this turn though.
Sir.
Pike, you are in a world of hurt. And we know there's a sniper team out there somewhere. So we are going to be trying to have you take a little bit of a slow route and keep yourself nice and smooth. I'm very scared of that giant turret.
Okay.
Yeah, she can't move through that. She's gonna have to go in the front door. Now I think if we go like here, she can still shoot at this, and we know that there's snipers somewhere. So if they're in here, we'll hit them. Oh, look, they're in there.
Yeah. Orders.
Okay.
What? Orders?
Sir. Yep. Orders.
Lim, run this way and see what you can see.
On our way.
If you can get like into that tower, that would be sick. Or it's right in here. Okay. Terrifying. I do
Orders?
want Darby to try and sneak in there. Maybe I should have just tried to enter that, now that I think about it. But... Oh, hello, boys! We have to fire at this. They're so close.
Yes!
Yeah,
I like
laser
how
rifle's
you
pretty good.
work.
And then we gotta deploy, because I'm so afraid. But her stealth mechanics are putting up numbers.
Alert, alert.
Ooh.
Enemy hardware.
That is an autocannon walker. It is damaged because of our previous escapades. That thing's going to be so far out of your range. And also probably out of your ability to damage, but yeah, you can't hit it.
Move into cover.
Keep moving. You should have total cover from it where you are, and that should be fine.
Sir.
Pike can get in here to try not to die. Lost his whole squad. He's gonna be bruised.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you can't shoot over that yet, so we are just gonna move you to here and then vent and try and get around to fight that thing sooner rather than later. Vent.
Yep. Orders.
What?
Can I get you into position to shoot that thing this turn? I don't think
Orders?
so.
Sir.
What is the range on this thing? 9 tiles, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, so even if I go to here, we're no way we're gonna be in range of that. Let's stand by and see what we see. Right, the mortar fires. Ha ha ha! That just one-shot an object, semi-health. Don't love that.
What?
Let's see what you can
Armor
see
detail
from
on
the
duty.
front door.
Got visual on targets.
Hey, that is a laser walker. We definitely need to shoot that. Try and wipe it out before it wipes you out. Yes, they're toast. They got nothing. Sick.
Yep. Orders?
Orders?
Darbs can get up and
Moving
sneak
to
around
cover.
the corner. Where is this massive turret? I don't see a giant turret.
103rd heading to cover.
In this area. I really thought it was over here. That's kind of terrifying. We've just got a large. Oh no, that's the walkers. We've got a large artillery. I've misplaced a large artillery piece. That's terrifying. Okay. Ooh. Terrifying.
Orders.
All right, you can climb for basically free. Let's see what you can see. We say thank you for the heavy armor we have because that saved you from.
Movement.
Yeah, can we talk about the fact that he survived being hit by an autocannon with his armor? What do you see? Those guys that don't really matter. You see both of these guys. Is this it? No, this is the Jaeger team that we messed up with Rewa. I don't know where this giant cannon is. We're gonna take the Travoda because you're hurt. This guy is panicked and going to death. Yeah, you can hear him. You can hear him break.
Sir.
Ike, I want you to start running. I don't know where the cannon shots are coming from at this point,
About time.
and I'm a little bit too afraid to ask.
Yep. Orders.
Start
What?
things off. You can't shoot and do it, but you're pretty effective at close range, and so this might be a walk up and kind of just point blank him with it. Let's see what we get.
Grind
Ooh.
those dogs down.
Retreating, got knocked over. I don't know what that means. You can deploy? I'm sorry, what? I have to see this. Walkers can deploy. That's so cool. Okay. It's over there.
Yep. Orders.
Lim, please kill him.
Good job.
Medals don't earn themselves.
Also, keep running north so we can get more coverage. Actually, maybe we fire at this. You can't hit this thing.
Seeking cover.
Being able to get in and out of buildings quickly is also pretty sick. Yeah, they're hurt, so just start putting shots in. Even if it's just hitting the armor. We're getting some damage. I don't know about half decent damage, but any damage to this thing is worth it.
Deflected.
Okay, yeah, this is all armor damage.
Yep.
I want to move towards the exit. We'll move Pike, and then we'll move Darby.
Sir.
Pike lost Kiki and Renoir. He's had those guys for a while. Oh, hopefully the medbay saves him.
Let's do this.
Alright, Darby, go find this forsaken piece of technology and send it back to the hells in which it was created. Where are you, friend? There you are. Rogue artillery. Heavy on-map artillery pieces that cannot move. You can shoot across the whole battlefield that has a long minimum range. The shells fired are inaccurate but deadly. It's going to be not that hard for you to destroy because you've got the massive armor pen gun. Get in there. Flatten this thing.
Yeah.
Orders? What?
Alright,
Orders?
Darby. Your ideal range is 4 tiles. But even at 3 tiles, if we can get you a little bit closer. Yeah, I want to get you closer because you've got good aim at close range. This should wreck it. Yeah.
Components damaged.
Hit it again. Controls overloaded. Big fire. That's what I like to see. I'm sold on the laser rifle.
Yeah.
It's not good against garbage infantry, but it shouldn't be. Kill this guy.
Damn, bud, nice shooting.
Nice. And then we just want to start running because we're trying to get out of here now that the artillery is down. We still got plenty of rounds, but I'd like to just...
Yeah.
There's no sense in hanging about.
All right.
Make sure we clear out anything that's near the evac. We can hang out for a couple of rounds at the end to try and scrounge up some extra loot or something. Because again, I'm pretty sure from the things I've seen, you gotta like kill or route enemies. And so, even though the mission doesn't require us to kill things, that's got a big fire and is going to burn to death on its own, so we can just start running. We can get out of here. Oh!
Yep.
Yeah, like that was it dying. I was like, what was that?
All right.
That was it exploding. Very interesting battlefield. I'm a little bit a little bit personally salty because of how things went with Pike just getting fired at from where I was unprepared. But having to deal with fortified locations. Oh. Look at that forward fence. This thing is really quite dumb looking. But I do really love how the weapons are modular and you see them on the models. That's one of my favorite things. And the good armor saved 1 or 2 squaddies here. He took a lot of armor damage from those hits.
Yeah. Orders.
Alright, let's get out of this place. You're in the zone. Take a knee.
Yeah. Orders.
And I don't
I
think there are
can
any
get up
reinforcements. I kind of want to wait and see just to find out.
This mission is extraordinarily lucky to have you, Major.
Thank you, Hayflick. So I just like end the turn a couple of times. Yeah, so there are no reinforcements, but yeah, that's a nearly perfect mission. Ooh, yeah, 1.25 modifier, 38 promotion points, we 5-starred it beautifully. We got CMG 50, we got another walker, bits of stuff that we blew up from the grenade. Okay. We did get Renoir back. No, we got Kiki back. Renoir is gone. Rest in peace, Claire Obscure. Yeah, and then he's bruised because I got his whole squad killed. No one's feeling very good about that. Yeah, you destroyed a military bunker corner, and then having them burned to death doesn't actually count for your kills, but yeah, the laser rifle is doing some solid work. Ooh, we got a 5-starred mission. I think that gives us more authority. I think we normally get 15. And we got a lot of OCI components. But the caveat to that is, I don't know if that has anything to do with our rating. and we did play a mission with an operation with 4 deployments instead of 3, so that could also be it. But it seems like more stars, maybe more OCI components. Yeah, because authority specifies you earn it from operations where you do well. And OCI just says operations, but maybe we've been missing on a lot of meta progressions. We haven't been getting 5-star ratings. Who knows? We can get a whole MK9 Mod 2 KGMW official designation. The MK9 Mod 2 King Post Ordnance Factory Grenade Machine Weapon is an auto grenade launcher that is usually fitted to vehicles. It can fire explosives in quick succession over decent distance to suppress and disrupt enemy forces or destroy light cover. And then it's the standard tripod. This is a long-range, like mortar type item, similar to what we saw. Interesting. We've got the R14A2 Arc range. The bigger caliber of the Arc Rifle series usually suffers from lower effective range than smaller caliber platforms. This heavily modded accuracy version features a magnifying battle scope, a bipod, and extended barrel for effective use over long range. This is a long-range assault rifle. Oh boy, that's incredibly interesting. The tripod laser lance. It's a heavy military-grade laser lance used in ship-to-ship combat. So this is like a deployed heavy laser weapon that absolutely melts things. And then we got a K-Pack with launcher. I'm really interested in seeing the long-range arc. That might be a fun upgrade for Lim. Deeply curious about that, but the grenade launcher is really interesting to compare it to the mortar. I don't know. I don't know if no Glim really wants long range. We'll get the grenade launcher. And we get ourselves an event. Salutations, Marine. We would like to use the TCR impetus to help sell some of our product. Per our marketing team, the ship's presence in the video will help increase sales by 35%. Yours truly, the board. Major, I do not advise allowing the use of our image for corporate marketing. However, the idea does not come absent of benefits. Surely Zane Beecher will compensate us, though I do worry about how this might look to other factions or even what ZB's final project with us in it would be. We can either say let's sell out with unforeseen consequences, or not our job and lose trust with Zane Beecher Corps. I'm against losing trust, so we're just gonna do it, and we ball. To ZB's credit, they depict the impetus navigating quite an obstacle course, making it look very impressive right up until it unleashes its armament and turns a cartoon version of Dice of the Gods into ash. When the smoke clears, they project a celestial cereal bowl filled with their latest breakfast snack, but you can't help but feel that showing another faction being annihilated by your hand might have some repercussions. Major, why even dress up the imp for this sort of thing anyways? We're here to represent the TCR, not be background for some way-back theater nonsense. From Lim. Ooh, don't love this event. We only get +5 trust with them, and we lose 10 trust with Dice of the Gods. That's just a feels bad mission, because there's no winning outcome. I net -5 trust either way, and Lim being upset is unpredictable, but c'est la vie. Next time we'll get into another operation.
Goodbye, goodbye. Thanks for joining me in the bog. I'm Willow, and if you enjoyed having me as your guide, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Menace and many other journeys to come.